Hi, Linda.
Hi, Vivien.
Thank you. We're going to use you as a proxy for someone else today. As you know, our classmate had a horrible situation where she got compartment syndrome in her leg and had to have emergency surgery and ended up in intensive care rehab for over 2 weeks in hospital. And she has asked us just to check her energy field. And so if you can proxy for her, that means you will host her energy body, and then I'll be able to get a read of what's going on with her. So the first thing we're going to do is, do you say yes to being a proxy?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And may I place this Faden on your heart to connect you to Stacy?
Yes.
Okay, so let me start by doing that. And this is just a connection. We're not inviting the energy body in yet. We're just going to create that etheric connection via the Faden crystal and our intention. And first I want to just prep a little bit before we invite the energy body of Stacy to come and sit inside Linda's body. So I just need to check a few things and get a little bit of a setup to do this. And I do want to say that the most memorable sessions I've ever had myself was when I proxied for someone else, and I was the proxy for Mary Ann, who had leukemia and needed some help. And we got the entire crystal surgery class to work on me, and I was proxying for Mary Ann, and it was the most phenomenal experience with visits from angels and Jesus, because Mary Ann's a nun, and it was just a spectacular display and experience for me. And this is unlikely to be in that kind of category because we don't have a whole class here to work. It's just me and Linda and Stacy. And Stacy doesn't even know that we are doing this at this minute. And she'll be able to watch this though and tune in and get the benefit for herself if she hasn't already experienced it just by virtue of us connecting with her now. And I'm not going to do more than she requested, and what she requested was, please check my energy field. So I'm going to do a few things to check her energy field and the way the energetics are working. So I'm going to actually check her energy system, because I believe she's in shock and isn't able to think as clearly as she would like to, and I want to help to bring her out of that state of shock. Okay, that's good. So actually what I'm finding as I'm talking, that the prep that I'm doing is just to help Linda feel herself. This is Linda. Because when you offer your body up to proxy for someone else's energy body, you do want to have a firm sense of self before doing that. So Linda, are you feeling very much yourself at this moment?
Yes.
Is this helping to
Yes.
get you? So it's a kind of laying on of hands, because I'm just touching. I just got to make sure here I have Linda under my hands, because soon, once we invite Stacy's energy body to join us, then I'm going to have Stacy under my hands, and I need to be aware of that. So this is just how I'm being guided to begin. Very good. I do love the way the guidance comes in as soon as we begin working. It is, of course, the head, crown, the third eye, and the throat chakras. These are very, very important. And I'm being told to begin here with placing the stones to support us. So that I can feel is activated. I can see the energy moving through the Faden, so I know we've got a good connection going already. And now I'm going to put azurite on the third eye to protect Linda. It's nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It goes well too with everything with the dark blue color. All right, I'm putting tangerine quartz under the calf muscles. This is the tangerine quartz. I've got 2 palm stones. And this is because I am going to be working with the chi energy and the vital force, but very, very gently. Very, very gently. So we'll just go in there. And that just informs. That's it. Nice. then under the hands, I want to use my pyrite concretions. These are extraordinary stones. Look at that. Isn't that great? So these are pyrite concretions. It's pyrite that's making that golden color in that design. I'm going to put one under each hand, and what they do is they coordinate, synchronize mind and body, which is what we want at this time. And it's at a very high vibrational frequency. I'll get them under your hands in a moment. I'll just get this one set up. Yeah, and I like these because they're high and they really support the hands and the body. And there, that's still for you, Linda. We've not begun proxying yet. We're connected, but it's still, that's it. So what did I feel? I felt her nervous system settle in and say, I am ready. So now I can proceed. Did you feel that as well? That readiness feeling where you just went, oh, this is baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like getting into the starting blocks when you're going to run a race or something. You've got to get yourself ready, and then it's ready, set, go. And we got that. We got our ready, set, go. Very nice. So I want to start with basic prep. And before I do that, let's invite Stacy in to the proxy. And I'm going to get guidance on this. It's not something I do frequently. And you know what? I need to put that down because I already got that I am supposed to use namaste hands. Not something I frequently do. I'd like to keep it for very special occasions and not just use it as a daily greeting, which I know it is, but because it's not my personal daily greeting, I use it only on a special occasion in a ceremony like this. So I'm supposed to move here to the heart chakra and to be at the Faden crystal, and I'm going to connect with Stacy. And she's smiling at me. She's ready too. So I can bring my hands together. And in she comes. Very graceful, very beautiful entry. That's wonderful, thank you. Does it feel different now, Linda?
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe it at all?
Just felt a sense of calm, and like my shoulders just dropped, and like
The feeling of support in the room?
Yeah, I just settled into the table.
Yeah. All right, there we go. We've got Stacy's energy body nicely inserted into yours, and I'm ready to begin. And everything I say now is about the energy body that you are hosting and not actually about yourself. So I'll just let that filter through to start affecting the energy field, and there it comes because I said the words. Wow, it's good that Stacy's so experienced at energy work. She really is, and it's almost as if she's running it, self-directing this, which is fantastic. That's excellent. Good, because that way she'll get exactly what she wants. She may even be more familiar with this kind of work than I am. Right, so let's just go about a very gentle basic prep. And when people have had a massive trauma, you do want to proceed gently. The trauma is very strong, and you don't know what condition their nervous system and their energy system is in. So you proceed with caution and respect. You can feel that she was very, very vulnerable. And all this happened on the first anniversary of her significant other's passing. So you can understand that she was energetically extremely vulnerable. And these are things that we need to watch out for. That's it. Let me just do the soles of the feet quite a few times. Yeah, that helps. And the main thing is, it's like when you have an injury, you protect the area. You don't move it a lot. You let it have time to sit and heal. And that's what we need to do here with the energetic system. We don't want to badger it. We don't want to pummel it. We don't want to do too much. We want to give it a chance to heal itself. And so we want to be very soft and gentle and circumspect. I'll just go and stand at the feet and take a look. And that's the important thing for me to remember and to remind myself. I don't want to be a bulldozer. I don't want to be a fool rushing in where angels fear to tread. I want to be very respectful. And I need to understand that I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I am going to ask the guides to help me, and I'm going to look, and I'm going to listen and be responsive to what I encounter. And I see that the energy field is pulled away from the crown and third eye chakras. And that is something I learned about when I went for acupuncture one day, when the chi system cannot get the energy back up to the brain. And so it's called in traditional Chinese medicine, it's called low chi energy. And I see that this trauma has caused low chi energy in Stacy, and that energy is not getting up to the third eye and brain. And what we need to do is see if by the end of this little session, the energy is able to reach up to the third eye and brain, crown chakras. And again, I get an image of Stacy nodding to me and encouraging me to continue, that I'm on the right track. This is pretty great that I have this telepathic communication going on with her. Nice. So I'm going to use this soothing amethyst with calcite again. We encountered it in a different session before that we did with Linda. And we're going to use it again now for this particular sequence because it's so soothing and gentle in its action, but also very effective. And I can really feel it making exactly the right impression that I want. Very gentle, smoothing, soothing action. Alright, so now I'm going to come from this side. And then down the neck. You can see I'm doing more on this side, and I think this may be the side that was injured and had the surgery. Not sure, but this side is needing a different kind of action and a different kind of treatment from the other side. Now the midline, we can do it from this side of the table because it's easier for the camera. Just go down the midline. So there's a lot of activity on the left. It's either that's the side that had the surgery and the compartment syndrome, or that side is in compensation and having to work harder because this side isn't functional. I don't know which one it is. Doesn't matter because we're not working directly on the injury. We are working on the energy system. Otherwise, of course, I would have checked to find out. That's it. Nice. Now, for adjusting the chakras, I'm going to use this wand. And the reason I'm using this wand is because we have this fantastic, it is lapidated, it has been polished. This is a Lemurian that has been polished. But it's this Larimar in the center. This is the energy that Stacy's energy system is after. Because it's so soothing. Larimar is the #1 soothing mineral. And brings about peace and serenity and tranquility. And so you can see I'm actually wearing Larimar as well. That's Larimar, and this is Larimar. And I was guided to put the Larimar on today for this. Right, so this is a little bit small for a root chakra for somebody who's done as much work as Stacy, but we're going to keep it at the size it wants to be, because that's what you do, isn't it? When you're recuperating, you go calm and quiet, and you don't over energize yourself, because you need that energy for healing. And so we'll keep that root chakra small. I think generally Stacy's root chakra is going to look more like this. In fact, yes, definitely. But for the purposes of recuperation, this nice size, yeah, this is appropriate. And what we'll do is we'll make sure that all the chakras are matching size-wise. Yeah, this one's even smaller, so we'll open it up a little bit, the second chakra. There we go. Oh, nice. Woo! There we go. You see, that's why the chi energy isn't flowing. The second chakra was too small. It was narrowed down, like the aperture was too small. Oh, now you see there's been a big shift. That's great. Heart chakra, nice and strong. Nice and strong in the heart chakra. Very good. But come heart chakra, come down to match the size of the root chakra. There we go. That's it. Get that focus sorted out. Ah, lovely. Let's see here. Throat chakra. Sort of wide and dispersed instead of focused. So let's rein that in. That's it. Good job. Nice. Excellent. Let's get that nice and tight there. That's right. And remember the throat chakras, ears, nose, and throat. Nice. Right, just pause a moment. Now to the third eye. This is very good now. Excellent. The crown. Oh, yeah. Okay, come on, crown. We've got to get you organized. It's really disorganized. That's it. That's it. So you just really want to. It's like a loose screw. That's why you say you've got a loose screw. It is. We want to tighten up the nut and bolt here. Make sure we don't have a loose screw up in the crown chakra. That's it. Oh, good. That's much better. So you see, it's very powerful. Basic prep is a very powerful adjustment when that is done, either in the beginning of people's sessions or after, something fairly critical has happened. That's it. There we go. And I would imagine that just doing that would have a profound effect. But there's more. Let's do some decoding, because when you are vulnerable, as would be the case under this situation, that's when the cords can get in. So let's just do some general decoding. I'm going to use my Bulgarian White Opal, which is not exactly a beautiful looking stone because it's got like all this stuff on it. And Bulgarian White Opal is actually that color there. It's got this stuff on it. But boy, does it work well. It is really a good tool. And the cords actually curl up in here, and then I put the bowl there, and you'll see I'll press the cords out of the Bulgarian White Opal. It's a fantastic tool. I do appreciate it. And here we go. It looks like someone else has cleared the cords already before me, so there's not a lot here, but it doesn't matter. We must take this opportunity to do some clearing. feels like Stacy's actually working on this quite a bit herself. Yeah. Good. Let's come up here. And here we go. We'll do this upper half of the body now. And the eyes. This is where the vulnerability is, because the energy field literally dropped down to there, and this area was in a very rarefied atmosphere for the energy field. This area, the etheric tissue, was very thin and faint, and what we want to do is get the etheric tissue here to be buoyant and protective again. And we don't want to do that by trying to treat the etheric tissue. We want to do that by getting the flow in the energy system remedied, because something has happened to reduce the flow of energy through the energy system. Good. That really went well. Nice. Okay. So, having done all of that, I think that the very best thing we can do is adjust the pranic tube, and then reseat the energy body inside the physical body. So let's do that, and if anything additional shows up, then we'll address it. So to adjust the pranic tube, I need a smoky quartz celestial. And if you don't have a smoky quartz celestial, you can use a smoky quartz point, just a smoky quartz point, but an celestial will have a stronger and more rapid effect, more focused. And a kunzite needle. That's the kunzite needle I'm going to use. And then in addition, I'm going to comb and brush with the scolecite. So this is raw scolecite, and believe it or not, this is also scolecite, and this is a scolecite wand. And I can hear Stacy's energy system saying scolecite is what I need the most, and I'm not sure why, but that's what her energy system is saying. So I think the filaments have got all tangled, so we'll clear that. I'll put these over here, and then we'll come here. Right, so over here, and we do this pincering of the pranic tube, and we do this action 3 times minimum, and see, I can tell that the energy system is clicking on from what we're doing, because look how high the pranic tube is asking me to adjust it. And I think that Stacy must have developed additional chakras above the crown chakra from what I'm seeing here. But we're going to check with her for sure. One more for luck, and here we go. All right. Wow, that's amazing.
Very strong.
And you changed color, Linda. It's amazing. Your face has gone pink. You want to really see if you can pick that up with the camera, Neil. It was suddenly this glowing, bright effect, and Linda changed color and everything. And that's what you want when the chi energy starts to flow up and start getting out of the second chakra and up the chakra system and up towards the crown chakra. And I think we saw an actual demonstration of that by adjusting the pranic tube. Fantastic. So we're going to come down over here now, and I like to work from here and walk because it's easier to reach. So we're set up, and then see, I'm going to walk down to this end, and I have to walk backwards and cross my legs and everything. It's good I learned how to do taekwondo and use my body in that kind of versatile way. That's it.
I feel like you're making me taller and longer.
And the thing is also, Stacy's bigger than you are. She's taller than you, so you will feel different in terms of your actual size. It's just a fascinating thing when you proxy. Are you getting any visions, Linda?
Before that happened, I felt like my blood started flowing, like I could see, like, I guess it was my blood vessels or something just expanding or something.
Wow.
That was before when you were at my crown.
Yes. Okay. Gosh, that's a good report. Interesting. So first I'm going to use the raw scolecite, and I'm going to brush the filaments of the root chakra, and I'm going to go up and brush the filaments of the crown chakra, and then I'm going to look to see which way I should proceed with brushing the filaments of the other chakras after that. We're starting here and brushing down, and these are long filaments that look like those fiber optic lights. It's like fiber optics. It's exactly what it's like. That's it. Ooh, that's amazing, isn't it? Wow. And when we say that we're feeling ungrounded, one of the reasons is these filaments of the root chakra are like antenna, and they're meant to be able to brush the earth. And if they curl up or retract, then they don't, and that's when we feel ungrounded. There we go. This is amazing.
I feel like I'm floating.
That's fabulous. All right, we're going to go back up there. Great. And now I'm going to brush here. Oh, this is significant what we're doing here. It's phenomenal. Oh, this is like when you brush someone's hair and they are finding it so fabulous, except it's the filaments of the crown chakra. This is exactly what was needed. Each stroke I'm making creates a stronger energetic feeling. From very weak and fragile, this has moved to strong and even robust. This is great. And this is where everything that you've done before comes in when you're under trauma and crisis, that everything that you've learned before about your health and your energy and how to take care of yourself can kick on, because your system can respond so much better than a person who hasn't done that kind of work. So you can't protect yourself from accidents, you can't protect yourself completely from the things that happen in life, but you can make a better comeback if you have a good history of self-care in your background. And you can really see it in an instant like this. So now I have to figure out which way to go. Shall I comb the filaments of the other chakras, or should I go over with the scolecite wand? And I'm getting go over with the scolecite wand first. So that's what I'll do. Oh, I see why. It's very intentional when you use just the wand. Because you can see this material has lots and lots of points on it, but this one has only one point. And so this is very specific and clear in what it's doing. This is more general. That's it. It's like drawing a bold line with a pencil. Right, so we did our bold lines here, and now we're going to go do them up at the crown chakra. Yes, I feel it. Nice strong energy again. And again, look at the length. It's as far as I can go. That's impressive. I know that Stacy's able to do all kinds of phenomenal astral travel kinds of things, and now I see that. Amazing. All right, and now I feel like Stacy's telling me now go along the chakras. So I'll go here, and the filaments need to come this way, but they also come from the back. So here's the back of the third eye is here, and the intention is that those are also being combed, and the guides see to that. Of course, Linda's head is on the table. You can't be combing those filaments in the physical plane, but in the etheric dynamic it absolutely can happen, and that's what the guides do. We are just giving them the materials and the intention and the actions, and then they help us. So we know that the guides will be doing this at the back of the third eye as well. That's already done. That's it. Yeah. It feels so strong. The feeling of frailty has already given way to a feeling of strength. And the second chakra, very important. Ooh, this one. And this is the only one where I need to use the bold pencil lines. So here we go. Right, now I'm going to take a look. I'm going to go back to the feet. I'm going to hold the feet. I'm going to take a look, but it feels pretty much like we're ready to bring the energy body, to balance the energy body in the physical body. Now that's not for Linda's physical body, but we're working via Linda's system as a proxy. So it will look as though I'm doing it to Linda, but we're actually doing this for Stacy. Right, going down to the feet. Here we are. And I just hold the feet nice and gently. Close my eyes. And then I scan and look on my mind screen. And yes, I do see the energy field rising. It's up above where the azurite is on the third eye, and it's growing. It's like when you're watching clouds, but this time it's not, it's not threatening clouds. It's the etheric tissue rising up, almost like a garment, like a fountain too. There we go. Oh, that's really nice. I'm going to ask Stacy's system, are you ready for your energy body to be reseated? And she's nodding vigorously. She is nodding vigorously. And that's just going to make a fabulous difference to her. And that will probably be the key to the etheric field rising up and closing back up over the crown chakra instead of being dropped. So it's reached here. It's nice and strong up to here. And this is still a little bit empty. So to do this, I put carnelian. This is my fabulous, naturally heart-shaped carnelian that I love so much. And I put that on the second chakra. And then I put my heliodor. Now this is not the most magnificent heliodor in the universe because it's a very pale yellow. And what is heliodor? It's a yellow beryl. But it's a nice size piece, and it's very nice. It's just got a lovely feel. It's a beautiful metaphysical strength piece. So sometimes the metaphysical piece is not as valuable, it's not as gemmy as the gem quality pieces and the higher grade crystals, but they're actually stronger on the metaphysical plane. And this stone is one of those, and it has taught me a lot. We put that on the solar plexus. And what I'm going to do is put the fardin between these two because it looks like that's where it's going to fit easily. Yes, and that's actually a nice feeling right there. And And then I put Udayalite on the heart chakra. And I'm going to leave the azurite there. And then I'm going to get my metamorphosis quartz sphere so that I can get the energy body to reseat inside the physical body. And this is my metamorphosis quartz sphere. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's nice. And what is metamorphosis quartz? I see it being sold as moon quartz at some dealers. It's not Girasol, but it's kind of can look similar. It's whiter than Girasol. Girasol's more gray in color, and Girasol's also kind of quartz. And the thing about metamorphosis quartz is that it grows in layers, and so it's very helpful when you're doing layered work. Anything that has something to do with layers, metamorphosis quartz is your friend. I get my one hand there, I get my metamorphosis quartz sphere there, and then I just pump like this. And I'm basically rocking the energy body so that it will settle back into the physical body. And if I look at Linda and I'll get distracted, so I'm going to look away and I'm thinking of Stacy and I'm feeling Stacy rather than Linda. And Stacy's smiling gently and her eyes are closing, so I know that the effect that we're having is correct. It's very nice. And now I see Stacy in my mind's eye. I see Stacy just giving a big sigh of relief and settling in, almost as if she's going to settle down now for a long, deep sleep. Asking, should I do anything else? And it's just at the heart chakra, just there. That's it. Very gentle, very nice. And I'm not supposed to do anything more than that other than say once more, Namaste. Thank you, Stacy. We release your energy body back to you. And now I must bring Linda back. I'm going to take these off, Linda. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just leave there that a moment. I need to be thoughtful. Well, she sure merged with you. Let's see a very clear, this is what I saw happening, a very clear thing with the energetic systems unmeshing and coming apart and floating free of each other. That's good. You feeling okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just bring you back to yourself. And yeah, one does want to stretch and so on. Let me take the azurite off. That's it. Let me just bring you back to yourself. You've got to really feel yourself before we stop. Make sure you didn't pick anything up that you don't want. Welcome back, Linda. Thank you. Thank you.